Taking stock of the show's aiming to become TV's next Yellowstone, Yellowstone returned for the back half of its final season, final as far as we know, on November 10th. The series, which stars Kevin Costner as a Montana rancher who struggles to keep firm reins on his family, has been one of the biggest hits on television since it debuted on the Paramount Network in 2018. But there's since been a parting of the ways between co-creator Taylor Sheridan and Costner, which has led to speculation that Costner won't be in the final few episodes of the 5th season, even that his John Dutton character might be killed off. While the future of the show is less clear than a beautiful Montana sky, it is apparent that several Yellowstone imitators and would-be successors are now airing or soon coming our way. The success of the series and the shakeup now bringing it to a close lit a prairie fire under other studios, producers, networks, and streaming services to find the next Yellowstone, which in itself could be described as the next Dallas, for its mix of high-powered family and business drama, much of it set against beautiful backdrops. Ultimately, it's good news for those who enjoy the ranch-oriented aspects of Yellowstone, because these copycat series are populated by good-looking cowboys and cowgirls in fitted, bootcut jeans, rambling across scenic locales on horseback and bedding other comely cowfolks. Texas TV. Among all the would-be successors, the most star-studded might be Landman, a new series from Sheridan himself and co-creator Christian Wallace, based on Wallace's podcast Boomtown. Landman debuted November 17th on Paramount+. Boomtown is a narrative podcast about big oil in Texas, the world of Dallas, of course, and Sheridan announced he would adapt Boomtown as a fictional series in 2022. That adaptation is Landman. Billy Bob Thornton stars as an oil company veteran, and Ollie Larder plays his ex-wife, with supporting characters played by Demi Moore and Jon Hamm. Sheridan wrote the first 10 episodes. The previews showcase high-risk oil drilling, hard-drinking leads, gunplay, and a buxom blonde, so Yellowstone viewers should feel right at home. Luckily, Texas is a big state, because in 2025, the Netflix series Ransom Canyon debuts as that streaming service's bid to join the Yellowstone trend. Josh Duhamel stars as the owner of the Double K Ranch. Minka Kelly plays a musician, and James Brolin plays a rival ranch owner. Down under and all over. Territory might be the best of them Yellowstone, likes that's already arrived. It has some of the same elements: a struggling ranch in danger of being scooped up by enemies, a domineering patriarch who lost his heir apparent, a strong-willed daughter figure, and a weak-willed second son. The big difference in Territory is that the 6-episode Netflix series is set and filmed in Australia and stars some big-name players who viewers might not realize are from Down Under and New Zealand, including Anna Torv, Fringe, Robert Taylor, Longmire, and Michael Dorman, Joe Pickett himself, and Gordo Cooper from For All Mankind. Meanwhile, the only thing that TV loves more than imitation is inexpensive imitation, and there's nothing cheaper than a reality series, with a cast of unknowns ostensibly playing themselves while cameras roll. The Wranglers, airing on the CW network, is about a pretty group of 20-somethings working on a Montana dude ranch. The plot lines of the series, besides the whole cute people in fitted bootcut jeans trying to bed other cute people in fitted bootcut jeans, revolve around who will be named head wrangler of the ranch, and the opening credits of The McBee Dynasty, Real American Cowboys. A glimpse of a newspaper headline, McBee Farm Raided by FBI, is shown. By pausing the credits, you can read a little bit of the article seemingly from the local newspaper, the North Missourian. After a recap of how powerful local rancher and farmer Steve McBee is, the article notes that the raid was the result of a search warrant for illegal drugs they have allegedly been selling on the black market for the past 8 years. Not a lot else is visible, and in those credits, McBee refers to his family having many enemies. The producers of the reality series, streaming on Peacock, obviously felt the family's run-in with the feds added to the outlaw appeal of the series. The newspaper pictured apparently stopped publishing, at least print editions and possibly online editions, before the reputed raid, but a local TV newsroom since reported on McBee pleading guilty to a more mundane but still sizable case of crop insurance fraud in federal court. The series tries hard to evoke memories of Yellowstone, with its besieged rancher and his sons and his Russian mail-order girlfriend. Yes, you read that right. but I came away thinking the whole scenario was suspect. I'd watch episodes of The Wranglers before I'd watch more of this one. Sequels and spin-offs. Those are among the most visible of the Yellowstone wannabes, but what about official follow-ups to the show itself? Sheridan has been making numerous series that explore the early days of the Dutton family, including 1883 and 1923. There's another prequel series that's been announced called 1944. What about series that continue the modern-day storyline? I haven't read much lately about the status of 6666 or 46s, the Texas-set Yellowstone spin-off featuring Cowboy Jimmy, Jefferson White, who left the flagship series and moved to Texas. As for a more direct Dutton Ranch follow-up, Michelle Pfeiffer is set to star in what was originally announced as 2024, but is now titled The Madison and features a New York family in the Madison River Valley of Montana. The series, which was once rumored to star Matthew McConaughey, will include some Dutton family members. In any case, Yellowstone fans won't soon run out of cowboys and cowgirls to cheer on. Keith Royston is a Tennessee-based writer of fiction, true crime, and pop culture.